Hey, everybody. How are you guys doing? Sorry, guys. 1 second. I've got an important text like seconds before I went live. Okay. No, I'm not watching Ernie, but I did for a second. He's running from the cops. Oh no. Let's see.
The crime. I can't sit down. But I haven't committed a crime. I really haven't committed a crime.
Oh my God, Ernie.
I'm not gonna get hit for I promise. Please.
Man, that's sad. Yeah, I can't watch that. Yeah, the cops are there, so he'll be. They'll take that will end real soon. Hopefully he doesn't get hurt. I don't want to see him get shot. I don't know if I want to watch that. Okay. So what we're talking about, they were talking about, they brought up Ernie. He's having a rough time right now, I guess, and the cops are there. So, oh no, what did they do now?
Nothing wrong. I haven't done nothing. I'm the third.
Oh my God!
I'm on the back, sir.
Oh my God, dude.
He's gonna be the one shooting at me.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Why are they doing that?
No.
Oh my God, guys. That's horrible.
Get on your back.
Oh my God. That's so sad.
Shelby's in prison, Ernie. He can't shoot you, buddy. He's in prison. This way.
Okay. Oh my God. Sorry, that just freaked me out. Like, I didn't mean to scream. I wasn't expecting to see that. Oh, it was on Ernie's shelves, but they've got him now. It looks like his phone's just up in the grass. I don't think that. It looks like yeah. Oh my God. No, they already, but it was done and over with. Like it's turned off now. They were, arresting him. Oh, yeah, it scared him when Tina came on. I think she logged in or something with the password. I don't think he let her up there. And I think that freaked him out. Sorry that I screamed. That freaked. I was not expecting him to get tased like that. I don't know. I don't know if people want to see that or not. Like I was gonna say, I could pull it up. It's really disturbing. I mean, you don't see them, but you hear them crying, and it's really sad. They didn't have. The thing is he wasn't going on his back. They weren't. He was resisting, and because he was scared. And it is really sad, actually. Smoky Blue. It's really, oh my gosh. Yeah, if anybody wants to see it, you can go to Ernie's YouTube channel. It is really go to it's the last like 3 minutes. Just be sure to come back over here. Just for those who want to see it, because you don't see anything, but you hear. Well, you do see the cops like at one point. They had him already on the ground, it looked like, and then they tased him again while they were like over him. I don't think that was really necessary. He was really scared. The cops obviously knew him though, because they were like, already, Shelby's in prison. His channel is, you just type in Ernie Shell and it comes right up. And it's the live that's I can share the link real quick. It's like just the last 3 minutes. But anyways, I have a really good live. I have a really good live plan for you guys today. And I think you guys are going to like it. He had marks. He had marks. Like, what kind of marks? That's why they tased him again, and they're afraid he was going to run into traffic. I thought he was on the ground though when they tased him the second time. Shot by cop when was in mental distress. That was extremely hard to watch. Ernie, please, guys, leave him alone. He needs help. Yeah. Who said it was funny, Janet? Because it's definitely not. Yeah, I turned it on. I turned it over to that real quick just to see. I mean, I didn't have it up on the screen. I just turned it on and everybody could hear him get tased, and I screamed. I'm like, oh my God, why are they doing that? Gave me goosebumps. It freaked me out. But I know that I understand that he wasn't complying, and I get that. And I know that they were in a bind. Was it just the one cop? I couldn't tell. I didn't watch very much of it, just a couple minutes. I just saw one at one point. I mean, if it was just one, I guess I understand tasing him, especially from keeping him. I can understand tasing him for the first time to knock him down, to keep him from going in the road and getting hit. But he was on the ground when they tased him the second time, because I could see the cop over him. 3 cops? I don't know. I can't. It's hard. I can't watch. I understand. Like I've been wanting to give, him a hard time too, because I mean, but I can't watch that and not have sympathy for him, because it's sad, no matter what's causing it. I mean, it has to be done to. I understand the tasing at the one time, but after they had them knocked down, they should have. I think that should have been sufficient with the 2 cops. Yeah, and Ernie did call him himself. That's right. I was like thinking, oh no. I thought at first that he was, on the phone with one of his friends. Like, I don't know. I don't know what else. There was no other. I don't understand that, why he goes by roads every time. Is it just because he's always driving and then just stops on the side of the road? I mean, that's really dangerous, him driving like that. It's dangerous him walking by the road too. I don't know what has to be done. Something needs to be done so that he can get the help he needs, because I mean, he's like had so many. It's like a cat with 9 lives. He's always out by these roads. He's going to get hit. It's just going to happen one of these days. And he's going to run out of. He's running out of chances. You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, you can see that he notices. If you look at him, you could see that he notices, like, he sees people, like, and he's like, who? He was yelling at somebody saying, "Who are you?" And then the cops came up. He noticed that they were cops. I don't know. Maybe he won't get hit. He had an episode last night. Wow. Fugue states he would get like this superhuman. Oh no, that sounds super dangerous. That sounds like somebody would maybe like think that it could fly or something. I saw lips in. Oh, okay. I saw lips in here earlier. Somebody texted me and said that you were trying to get my attention about Marlena. I don't know, or that they thought you were trying to. I don't know if that's true or not, but wow. And the cops came last night too. Wow. I don't understand. There's got to be something that they can do. And there was a cops called last night too. He thought Shelby Shell was chasing him and going to kill him. He called the police on himself, and that's why then asked dispatch if it was really 911. Which one's that? Which, my story? You mean Fred's? Oh, you thought her whole story was false. Oh, so you're saying Fred's story goes along with one Marlena said? Which one's that? We were talking about Ernie, but I can't believe they should put him on a 72-hour hold every time like something like that happens. Well, if you got a cooperating story from Marlena, then that's like would be pretty good information. It's a 72-hour hold. Yeah. Hey, Andrew. Oh, post leak. You just type in Ernie Shell. It was, I don't know how long it's probably deleted by now, I'm guessing, because Tina has access to his. It's still up. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's 2 cops that were following him. I don't understand why they had to tase him that many times. Hey, Cuckoo Bee. Yeah, even if it is drug addiction, it's still sad to me. But I had no facts at the time. That's why yeah, what do I do with that? Is just say, I don't know. You just say, you don't know if this is a fact. It's just, this is what the person is saying. I mean, because we don't know if any of it's fact, really. Stories I have are sort of crazy, but I don't like to put out anything with. Yeah, well, if it comes straight from the source, though, I think it's a little bit different. Yeah, I know, Linda. We were just talking about that. And it was something that Fred also said, Lips. Can you text me? Like a clue? Because now I'm like super curious. I'm trying to think. So a little bit ago, probably about, I don't know, an hour or so, I released it was just a 4-minute like video that I made with Google Earth Studio, that program or app that I was telling you guys about the last time I was live, and it turned out really cool. So I'm going to show that. It's a visual timeline of the day that Summer went missing, and it's actually a lot of the timeline info came from Krama Mama. Of course, there is one part though that we don't. I I didn't add the fact that I didn't add in where they supposedly went back to the hospital to get grandma, because I don't, which I mean, but I think that they did at some point. I don't think she went with them swimming. So I have to keep that in mind. But I kind of like, I used Krama Mama's timeline as a guide, and then I kind of, obviously the times are not going to be exact. They're just going to be approximate, and because we don't even know, they could be off, a decent amount. I'm not sure. So everything's approximate, and it's not really, this is a timeline based on what we think happened. Oh, did you see the visual timeline all-nighter? Ernie's video is gone now. Video went private. Hey, Becca. So, which link, Linda, were you? I'm about to play it right now before we get into the part 2 of the Fred Hill audio, but I'm also going to post, like I did, if you did not see how I posted the part 1 audio by itself with no commentary, I did. So it doesn't have any commentary or anything. It's in a video upload, 30-minute video upload. I'm going to do the same with this audio also. It's not going to be right away. It's going to take me a couple hours to make a video with it probably. But I'm learning how to make videos now. So maybe I'll be doing more, like actual, creating actually. It's kind of fun. It is time consuming, but it's really interesting with this new Google Earth Studios. Like, it's pretty awesome. Yeah, that's what I'm using as Canva. The call with all the pictures. Yeah. Thank you, Lips. Remember, H said Dawn called about a creepy guy named Andy. Wonder, since Fred called Jody Sue's son Andy, who else did? Right? That's something he talks about too in part of the audio. I did talk to him for several hours. I thought it was 5. It wasn't really 5 hours. I think I said that originally, but I think it was like, adding it up, I think it's more like 3.5, 3. But a lot of it is, just talking about, it has nothing to do with Summer Wells, and the start of this audio is like that kind of, but it's still, I find interesting. I didn't put out like the very first part of our conversation because it has really nothing to do with Summer Wells, but I can do that. I probably won't play it during one of my lives, but I'll put it out just so that, who knows? Sometimes we don't know what's important, and it ends up being important, and but I don't. Yeah, the first part is just like basically, saying, hey, how's it going? All that stuff. So I didn't play that, but probably of actual like content, it's probably going to be about a couple hours, like total of actual audio that's usable, probably maybe a little bit more, 2.5. We'll see. But I think yes, this totally was not correct. I don't know why I thought that. 4 maybe total. I don't remember. I don't know. I haven't added it up, but after I was listening to Scott's live and I heard him say 5 and I was like, oh crap, I did say 5. I don't think it's quite 5. Well, now if you add in my conversation with his wife, yeah. Oh, and I heard somebody ask me, or I saw somebody ask me in text. What his girlfriend's name is or wife. Her name's Laura. Lora. Lora. It's from I think. And I was just asking, I saw a post by CSI about, and I was just talking to her about it because I was kind of confused. I didn't mean to. I think she thought I threw her under the bus, but that's not at all what I meant. So I just want to say that. I was about to say something that I didn't want to put on YouTube because, like, I'm not trying to discredit. I know that she's, built a friendship with Andy and stuff. So I don't want her to think like, oh, I'm like saying he's lying or anything. But, I don't know that because I wasn't there. And I don't know Fred that well at all. So I have no right to say what really is truth. I just go by my gut feeling. I haven't talked to Andy either. Like, if I talked to Andy, I mean, I'd be able to get a better feeling, my intuition, what I thought, and who I thought was being more truthful. I even asked, and it comes up in, I don't think this audio, but in the audio that will be coming out, there's going to be like 4 parts, I think. About 4 or 5. And this is just part 2. But I asked him if it was possible that he was confused about the day that he saw Andy on Ben Hill Road. He was like, no, he said, no, I am 100% sure I saw him. And the cops, he's on camera. Law enforcement has him on camera. And I'm like, I thought that was like a pretty bold statement. I'm like, whoa, like, do you know that he was on camera? Like, did the cops tell you that? Or he kind of, and then he was like, well, I know because everybody in and out of the hauler that day was on camera. But the way he said it, like so confidently that law enforcement has him on camera, I kind of wonder if he was told that. But I did think it was a possibility before talking to him. And still, I mean, it would be a possibility because we don't have the facts that maybe there was a mix up with the days, but I did not. That's what I was about to say. For those that were listening the other day, when I was about to say, when I mentioned CSI and I said CSI better, and then I kind of stopped. I didn't want to say, I started to say something. I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't say that live. And it's basically, I just wanted to give CSI a heads up that supposedly that he was on that road. But like I said, I don't know it for a fact. So it was nothing against CSI. I just wanted to say that. But one of her posts, though, on her, she says, Dear Fred Hill, I'm not saying at all you've done something to Summer. Allow me to repeat that for the folks in the back. I am not accusing Fred or anyone else, but I've got some questions. Is it true the dogs hit on your car twice? Did the law explain why that happened? Was it an error on the dog's part? For that question, he talks about that in the first interview, I thought. And they did hit on his driveway, I think. And he did mention something about his driveway. And he said Jody Sue had just been there, or Jody Sue or Haskell or something. I don't know. He did talk about something about the dogs hitting, like, not at his car. I didn't hear that. He didn't tell me that. Hopefully we can get him on here one day soon. That'd be great. I don't know though. The internet connection out there and stuff is so bad. Like, he would have to sit somewhere, the whole time and to talk, and it couldn't be that comfortable, I would think, but especially with how hot it is. But we'll see, hopefully. And then after that, she said, "Is that why you've been visited and questioned so frequently by the law regarding Summer?" Okay. No, that, as far as I know, that's not why. The reason why is because of certain reasons that I probably shouldn't say all, but the reasons, but it's not from what I know, it's not for nefarious or, reasons or because he's a suspect. It's because the things he witnessed and Dawn coming over that night, which has pretty much been confirmed. And yeah. And she says, "Why did you need to run into the woods, listening to your neighbors and spying on them? You were caught red-handed, so don't even try to deny it. It won't end well. Did you do the same to the Wells, Summer?" Huh. Never heard something like that. But why are you saying that? Sounds kind of like, I'm not trying to be mean or anything. That just sounds like you have some type of something against them. It won't end well. What do you have some kind of besides somebody's word, or is this something that Andy said out of anger because of Fred saying he saw him on the road, or where did you hear that? I'm not trying to, I don't know how else to word it without it sounding rude. I just want to know when you heard something about him being in the woods, him spying on them. That's the first I'm hearing of that, I think. Then you said, why are you lying about seeing Andy on June 15th when it can so easily be disproven, wrong day or something else? Well, just like I was saying about saying before, we don't really know who's lying and who's telling the truth. So, I mean, like I said, I do think it was a possibility. He could have got days mixed up, but he seems so confident that I even asked him again, like if he was sure, and he was like very sure that he saw Andy that day. But like I said, I don't think anybody knows unless, you've heard it straight from law enforcement and have absolute proof whether or not, or who was on that road that day. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's cool that we can say that he's lying. And I don't think we can say that Andy's lying, because we don't have the facts. And then she says, why are you talking about incest as if it disgusts you? Isn't your old lady one of the whites from West Virginia? I asked CSI what that meant, like if that meant that he is related to her, and she's because I've done done their family tree and I didn't see anything like that. There is, however, incest on both sides of his family. Bernard's on both sides of his family. He said he was open about that, and CSI said that when I asked her about the incest, she said Fred's girlfriend isn't Fred's family. It's a rumor in Beach Creek that she is related to the Whites. What's the Whites? Is that some type of is that is that one of the families out there that's an incest family? I mean, but see, that's true. I agree, Lady CG. I mean, Andy's family he's got incest really close related in his family too. And Andy and Fred are cousins, so they both have incest in their family. And you're right, nobody has control over their DNA, but I don't know about her. I think I don't even like it. Kind of makes me feel uncomfortable talking like that, 'cause I don't know. I mean, of course I read it on here, so it's my fault, but I haven't done her family tree or anything, but I don't know what's the Whites? Whitakers, yeah. Oh, the Whites of West Virginia have a YouTube. Oh, well, I know she's from Virginia, but I don't know about that. But I don't think that's like, I think that one's definitely not fair thing to say because I don't remember him saying really, he didn't really talk about incest. I think it was me that brought it up. I mean, yeah, it's like, I mean, to me, I find it gross, but like Scott said, and like what he was saying, he didn't talk about his feelings on it at all. What he was talking about that I can remember, what he was talking about is the fact that just the same thing that Scott was saying, how he knew somebody on that road who, and how it happens a lot. People are given up as babies because they get pregnant by their family member or whatever, and then they, sometimes date people that are related to them and they don't even know it. Now, like the incest that I have found is distant, so distant that I don't even know like how they're related exactly yet. I just know from confirmation from CSI that Andy's grandparents are related, but they're like distant. So that would mean that it's on Fred's side too. And then the last thing she said, why are you talking so much? That's not like you. What the heck? I don't want this is so kind of mean. Why is this so mean? Here, I'm gonna put it up so you guys can see it. I didn't really read all this, like, I just don't understand. It seems very like anger towards him, and I don't get it. Do you know him or something? Have you met him or something? Is that how you know he doesn't talk a lot? I'm trying to watch how I say this because I guess last time I sounded rude or something and I didn't mean to, but I mean, I don't understand why you have such a bad feeling about him like that, or how do you know he doesn't talk? I think he does seem kind of like a shy guy, to be honest. But I mean, I'm not trying to like I don't know how can I say this without sounding like it's like I'm like a sounding like I'm talking about myself. Like I'm not trying to, it's not really a bragging thing. It's just that at all, because that sounds weird. But I've always been told that I have a way of like talking to people where they feel comfortable talking to me. Um, I think it's because of my past and things I've been through has really humbled me, you know? So I don't know. I think also he probably hasn't had many people to talk to about it or about it too. I'm not sure. He's not talking so much. What do you mean? That was 2 times. He hasn't talked to anybody else. Oh, let me pull this up so you can see. Like if I meet somebody, if I can talk to somebody in person, they'll usually open up to me. But so I just want to know, why are you talking so much that's not like you? What's he like? Are you going by what Andy says, or because we just have to remember that we can't like go completely by what we're told by anybody, because we don't know it to be fact. And if you haven't met him in person, and I can't even say what he's like normally because I've only met him a couple times, and he does, I would say, like, does kind of seem like somebody who wouldn't be very talkative, but I also know he is ADHD, so I think if he's comfortable with somebody, he would be really talkative, but I don't know. And what do you mean by motivation? Why does he have to have motivation? Sorry, guys. I wasn't really even planning on going over this because I don't want it to sound rude, because I'm not. I don't know. I do feel like you have to, I mean, going to somebody and being like, oh, what's your motivation? It's not going to get them to talk. You have to talk to people a certain way, and, you know, where is she? Because if she wants to come up here, it's fine, because I don't want her to think that I'm just curious if she's just going by what Fred is saying or what Andy's telling her, or the link won't work, Connie. Oops. I didn't mean to. That's my video. That didn't mean to start that. If CSI wants to come up, she can, because I don't want her to. I just. But I do have only a couple hours, so let's see. Okay, here's the link I have back. It's also Nightbot posted, but here's the one that's back. It looks the same, so I don't know. I don't, but though I would say whether or not you talk to him on the daily or not, though, I still don't think that we can say that when you haven't talked to Fred that he's lying. You know what I mean? I can't even say even that I've talked to him whether I say I feel like he's being honest. To me, he seems like very honest. Fred and Andy don't. He talks about it in his. I think in the last recording, he talks about how they are not close, and that he is not really close with any of his kin, as he said, or was it her? No, it was him that said that. I get confused who said what, him or his girlfriend. I think they both said that he wasn't close with Andy and that he's not really close to any of his family. He said that Andy was like really wild. See, Fred didn't get in trouble. The first time that he got in trouble, which is really sad, he tells his story in this. He tells his story in this about what happened to when he got his felony charge in Virginia. It's really sad. I felt so bad for him and his wife. They told me the story both like at separate times. Like she brought it up and he talked about it too, because I brought up like their kids. So that's why I kept it in here. The first like 5 or 10 minutes is not really related to Summer, I don't think, but I don't know. If it's true, it's really messed up. I mean, the charge was, it was just, let's see, what year did he say it was? 2007. So that would have been when he was 30 years old, and that he didn't have any criminal charges before he was 30 years old. And that was the first time that he had got arrested, and he had like 26 felonies on him, I guess. He kind of tells a story, and if it's true what happened, like he says, it's really sad and messed up. Not have any charges or anything until 30, and then all of a sudden have something like that happen. I do know it's the only thing I could find on his background as far as felonies. And then I think it might be the only thing. I don't know. I'll have to look. Hey, Jennifer. And thank you so much, Connie. Has he not been in trouble since? I don't think I don't want to be wrong, so I'm not sure, but he admitted to me that he uses and that he has struggled with it for a while. But he said his drug of choice used to be pills, or is pills, or was. I don't know if it is or not still, or is now, but so I was surprised to hear that because I always heard that, you know, meth because of what I heard from Dawn and stuff. The post is CSI, and she's friends with Andy, so that might be why, I guess. All right, so this is my timeline that I made using with help from Krama Mama's timeline that they made. I used it as a guide, and it was really, really helpful for me. It saved me at least a couple hours, probably. So I wanted to play this first, and then after this, we'll get to the timeline. I have to be off here by like 3:15, so I can't. I've got to kind of move myself along. Right, Kate, that's true. That's why I said that if she wants to come up here, I don't want her to get. I know how it can be though. You can get like kind of friend. You can be friends with somebody, and you can get defensive of them and stuff. But all right, let's watch this real quick. It's the June 15th timeline of the places they went that day. And I think it's in the order that Krama Mama put, but I didn't put where they went back to the hospital again to supposedly pick up Grandma, because they might have done that. She might have been left at the hospital, so you got to remember that might have happened too, and she might not have gone swimming.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no, you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you, but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side, maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away, as you fade away. okay? And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. I guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away. I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray.
So that is my first time using the Google Studio. Oh, I don't know if she was or not seen on video. That's just a timeline. Hey, Irish. Thank you, it's me. Thank you. Yeah, if that made you dizzy, then you should have saw it. You should have saw how I did have it. I had to extend it because it was going way too fast. Have you been, how have you been, J. Marie? I know that I went by, like I said, I went by Krama Mama's timeline, and they had in it something about that video, which was good to add to it because it does give us more of the timeline. And they had also that Chris McDonough said they were seen at Walgreens at 1:33. I've only heard about that the one time on camera there, but and that's what was in their timeline. I don't know, but I mean, I would guess they were on camera at the hospital. But I haven't heard the exact time or anything. That's weird that I heard about the plunder thing and how she's getting calls from Allie Bank. That's weird for Dawn and Candace. Let's see here. No one said they don't have footage. It's been said no one came for the footage. Oh, really? Okay, so anyways, let's get into the audio of Fred, because I have to get out of here by 3:15, and it is about as long as the last one, 36 minutes and 34 seconds. I'm also going to upload it to my channel by itself, like the last one. I'm going to try to do that now from now on, because there's so many interviews that, man, I need to do that with a bunch of stuff. I need to do that with tons of stuff, like everything. I wish I would have started to do that like from the beginning, but I did not know really how to make videos. Hey, SJ. Okay, so this audio, like I said, the first 5-10 minutes is not going to be anything really about Summer. He talks about the monkey thing, and I think he mentions a name too. He said 1944, so maybe we can look into that. I don't know. I'm going to freak out though if I hear something about some confirmation of this. He swears there's monkeys over on Beach Creek. I don't know, but I wonder if Andy said anything to CSI about monkeys. Actually, maybe I should text her and ask her. So this will have that story in it. So let's get started. I think the volume is better. So hopefully, it's got a weird buzz.
That ordeal went down in Virginia was, see what that was, my sister, I didn't know it at the time. I knew she was doing drugs and stuff, but she was doing fast off gravel. What gravel? And tripping and stuff. I mean, I didn't. I know she was tripping a little bit, but I let her, we found my late grandmother's place, and I had the tanker pulled in over. That's what we lived in here at first, when me and her first got together, and then we had moved to Russell County, Virginia, on my grandmother's place, and I let my sister start staying there, and she got tripping on that gravel and stuff. What's gravel? It's more or less like ice with grapples and stuff in it. Man made from the crib. Mm-hmm. They do everything. Everything y'all to get them. So she was tripping and she come in and we'll see my old lady. My kids got up that morning, they went to school. All of them but little Fred. And he was with Laura at the neighbors. The neighbors, old man was getting ready to come home from the hospital. He had cancer and stuff. And she went over and helped her clean up and stuff for him to come home. Well, during that time, he went nobody there but me. My sister comes in my house, shoots at me while I'm asleep. And only thing saved me, we've been shooting target practice the day before. My gun I had was registered everything. I mean, I've already sprayed out, it was registered. I had my gun carrying permit, everything. And this was before you were gone? I still don't know to this day why she done it. But the day before we been target practicing, she had 22 diligence over and under, 20 magnum diligence. Well, she's run out of shells. Well, I put some 17s in for the same case, but the bullet driller. And the only thing saved me, because when she pulled the trigger, way to end of the shell made, it just pops, you see. Uh-huh. And the bullet ain't accurate in. It just loose in the barrel. When it come out, it missed me. But she just had one more shot. But I shot 2 rounds in the outside wall, top of the outside wall. And then she evidently went and called my mom down here, from Russell County, and told her a bunch of shit. Then my mom called over her and told him I was supposed to the dead, and I told him, Laura Hoss, you youngest Hoss, you done shot the house all upset and killed my own stuff. And then, see, like, the SWAT team comes up. They didn't come out to see if anything going on or nothing. They sent SWAT team out with 26 felons, 6 misdemeanor arrest warrant right then. And see, that's what Los Youngman goes.
26 felonies?
Yeah.
Were you felons before that?
No. I ain't had no choice before that.
I knew you didn't have it.
I was going
to say, you don't have, like, before, I didn't find anything really on you. Not too much.
They took it. See, even when they got me, when they knocked on the door, I looked out blind. I thought it was her maybe coming back to explain herself or something. See, I don't even know why she even done it to today. Only thing I can see is I see that gun she's loading, I see her car keys in her left hand. I mean, just plain day.
Well,
she had just a weird look on her face. I mean, she was standing right over me. I don't see how she missed me. But he went from a big bed into the floor.
Which sister was it?
My oldest sister, Julie.
And she was just tripping on that bath salt or something like that.
That's my opinion. I mean, I know she's been tripping.
Probably.
I'd say and stuff, and I'd play through my mind why she'd even done it, you know. I mean, why she'd even tried to harm me.
She never did something like that before to you? I'm sorry that happened. That's horrible. I can't believe
when they took me to jail, even though they, for 4 more days, they served me with, they served me an ass on each child, like the children was there, and they was at school, they wasn't there. But they tried to say that they was there, and that's the reason they ended up losing them up and stuff.
But there was one there, right? Just the one?
No, there was none there.
Oh, all of them were cool.
No, little kid was with Laura and neighbors. They wasn't nobody there, but this neighbor and my sister come in. You see, and done that. They're trying to say that I was shot in the wild while the young ones was there and stuff, but like it was me and her fight and stuff, which it was.
Oh my God.
And then the cops and stuff, they lied. They're trying to tell me court 15 times why you got there and good. I spent 3.5 years to finally took a plea got her sick in there.
You got what in there?
I took a plea.
And then they let you out?
No, they just laughed about it and stuff and tried to hold me 4 more years. I didn't in front of court. Well, I was supposed to be in front of the judge. Every time I go, they would postpone it, so I went 15 times before I ever got in front of the judge. Well, that was like, even when, well, no, I'm lying. I had to go, not on my charges, but on the kids where they took them and stuff. I had to go to court and stuff over some of that, you know. I mean, social services and stuff. And that is like the woman that come in and took the kids and stuff out of the house. She's sitting on my lap, everything in courtroom. I mean, it's crazy as shit.
Sitting on your lap?
Yeah.
Who was?
The woman that took the kids, the DHS worker.
Oh, she's sitting on your lap.
11 on everything, just right there in the courtroom, just like nobody else was there. I mean, stupid shit. Crazy. Just like my younger sitting in there on the back row, and me sitting in there, shackled chain stuff, so they had me on high flight risk, so I hadn't lived in Virginia for like 6 months. When we moved to Virginia, I didn't even leave my property because I was afraid I'd get in trouble. I never even left for 6 months we lived there, off the property.
Why were you afraid you were going to get in trouble?
I just know how Virginia is. I mean, the laws and stuff.
And you
want to get in no kind of trouble or nothing.
And because were you using or something and refused from home?
When we first moved to Virginia, we cleaned up and hadn't done that in a long time. And we like $20 having enough money to make a light bill. And I told my mother and asked her Tabari is $20. She ain't had $20, but she had 30 rocks and 30s that I could sell or whatever. So, and knowing if I had them and they down and out again, that I'm going to use more likely. It seems like it's always been push like that. Every time I get clean or anything, family and stuff, so I always got you out back where they want you. It's all about control. I mean, everywhere I try to live, my mother's caused all kinds of shit. I mean, told people we rented off of, instead of telling I'll rob them or I'll this or all that.
Why is that? Is your mom?
She said, as long as I'm like this is her place, as long as I'm here, she's got control, she thinks.
Wasn't it something like this? She said that you guys were supposed to, or one of you guys was supposed to get an inheritance or something like that.
Yeah, I was supposed to took in. See, we give us places in Virginia that we almost had paid off, and my dad, he paid off for his state stuff and whatever. My mom was poisoning for street time.
Wow.
Poisoning her for street time. They won't charge me with it out of Green County.
Your dad? Your dad? Oh, yeah.
That's what my mom was doing.
No, your dad, but she was poisoning your dad.
I mean, he thought somebody got a killing and stuff.
And he never used drugs or anything?
No.
Did your mom?
No, Mom.
She just...
Well, she don't pay medicine now, but it's prescribed.
Does she have mental issues?
Or any kind of street drugs. I've never known does Mom or Dad need one.
But she has mental issues? She has mental issues? Mental issues? Mental, like...
Well,
I mean, I'm guessing if she's going to try to kill your dad, that you'd have to have something kind of wrong with you. Or was it money or something that she was trying to get? Like, life
she just
insurance?
gets mad at people and does stupid shit to get revenge on them. Just, I mean, it ain't got to be nothing big.
Was she always mean to you as a kid? Was she mean to you as a kid and stuff?
No, she wasn't. I mean, my dad was real. I mean, we had walking eggshells that our whole life. I mean, just like when I was growing up from age 7 on, I was either hunting or training horses or something. I was never hardly home at all. I mean, as soon as I got off the bus from school, I either hit the mountain or got on a horse and I was gone until I went back to school the next day and stuff.
I think speaking of the horses, I think that wasn't it Judy too, like saying that you used to ride your horse out here? Did you ever? Yeah, and I think she was trying to accuse you of stealing things or something. I don't know what she was trying to say. That lady's so crazy. Does she have a reputation?
That hobby when this man over here, I had a little news, and this man over here, every time I ain't tired, just here, I tie him out and stuff, and he taking heavy blues no matter what I put on him. I even under lock and chain, he cut him loose.
What the heck?
I mean, he told me everything, man. But I feel like he has threatened me that he would see that I wasn't in his car no more, so no matter how extended he had to go, you know. So,
Wow.
I mean, they come out and go mouth.
Wow, something happened to you.
We'll probably be all around me now. I mean, Mom owns 5 acres just right here. Of course, that what you see in his phone.
Yeah.
But he owns all the way around it.
Where did your grandfather live when he passed?
This next house right here.
He lives right there?
Yeah.
That's where he committed suicide?
That's what he is. My grandmother.
That's the house that he committed suicide? Is that the one that's haunted?
It ain't haunted.
People, I guess Andy or somebody was saying that one of the houses on here is haunted.
No, it's so hard. It's really hard. I mean, that's why nobody really travels this hard. But it's the biggest traveled hard they are, that everybody wants hard.
It seems like people.
Nobody will hunt this hard enough not to hunt stuff at night because of the spirits and stuff that's in here. I mean, they ain't none to harm you or nothing, but you just, a lot of people see stuff, and then see, like in 1944, there's a man on a little spot on the heart of what you call a little mountain, where Chimney Top and Little Mountain met. He passed away, and he had monkeys at the time. And see, they turned them monkeys loose in here, and they're still in here.
Really?
And that's why a lot of people don't fool around in here because of the monkeys. So they will get aggressive, like, especially if you by yourself, or a couple people will say it's different, but if you by yourself or walking anywhere in here, you better have something back home, because they will come in and...
You've seen actual monkeys out here? You've seen monkeys out here?
I mean, big monkeys.
Like,
All little monkeys, I know that big monkeys. They don't climb the trees.
When he said this, I'll rewind it just a few seconds because so that we don't stop in the middle, like in the middle of the story. But I was like, dude, he has to be screwing with me. I don't know. That was the first time I was like, oh man, maybe he's not as honest as I thought he was. I was like kind of sad kind of then, because I was like, no way that there's monkeys out here. I mean, but I don't know. He seems to truly believe it. So I don't know. And also what I heard, when I was talking to Scott on his panel about it and stuff, and people were sending articles, I do know that people keep monkeys as pets and stuff. I just don't. He talks a little bit more about this, and maybe we can look into it and see if we can find any evidence of this. I just can't see him surviving that long, because he said something about the year 1944. I don't know if that's when he claims that this guy brought these monkeys to the area, or when they were supposedly let loose. But I'm thinking he's saying that the guy came to the area in 1944, and then and he brought the monkeys and had them as pets, and when he passed, I don't know exactly the year, but he does mention a name, and maybe we can catch it and look up this guy, I guess. No, I just noticed when I was going over this audio before my live, I noticed that it sounds like he does say a name. No, this one's in the 40s. I'm talking about, I know what article you're talking about, CT. That's something different. I've seen those. Going through Walgreens or to Warriors at 3 p.m. 5th, Candace dropped H to... Oh, and thank you so much for your super chat, Vet Girl. What do you mean? How is Candace played a interesting call? How is Dawn talking to Candace? He was talking to Candace at 3 at Walgreens. I didn't know that. What was the call that Justin played? Never heard of all these monkeys. I don't know. I did look into it, and I did read these articles that people are talking about, but I haven't found this exact. This is going to be like big. He's saying bigger monkeys, like chimpanzees, not like little ones, or like I don't know. About a monkey loose in the area of Churchill. It was loose, or was it KDB? Was it loose, or was it a pet? Because I saw one articles of the pets, and the guy, like the drug bust of the guy who had them as pets. But I haven't seen one about it, an article of them loose in the area. Hey, Miss Robin Lee. One of them was 50 pounds. No, he was saying that these are like bigger than that, but she's saying she paid Fred to mess with YouTubers. Dude, if she said that, that just shows me that she's guilty because she's lying. That dude won't take freaking money. Like you have to pretty much like force him to take the money or just like leave it because he will not take your money. I'm telling you, she's lying. He's not motivated like that I wish other people could go meet him. What was your face like thunder the first time you heard the live? So she said that she, laughing and trying to say she paid Fred. Wow. She really is saying that? To me, that really shows that she is guilty. That's like crazy. Why is she so worried about Fred's info? Why? That seems like she's like wants people not to believe him. I saw about the monkey trying to bite the lady. That was a pet. Oh, really? They were pets loose? I'll read the text here 1 second. Don said he called Candace at 3 p.m. on his break. She was at Walgreens or going to Warriors. Not possible if... Yeah, exactly. Because he was definitely dropped off around 2-ish. That's for sure. You tried telling me about what? Jody Sue did a live yesterday claiming she paid Fred to lie and tell you stories. Oh my God. Dude, she is so guilty. I'm sorry. That just makes me think that that just makes me think that makes me feel like she's more guilty. Because if that was true, that would have been something she said from the beginning. Or if she would pay somebody to screw with you, or she wouldn't have told anybody at all until after all of it. That is the biggest lie, Sue, and it only makes you look freaking guilty. That is so crazy. No, people are saying I've had other people say that she paid him. Not just, she was trying to say I paid him. But now people are saying she's saying that she paid him. Well, is that okay? So CT says that she said that I paid him. Did she say that she paid him or I paid him? Because now I'm getting conflicting stories. I do know that she was saying I paid him at first, but has that story changed to her saying she paid him? She said both. She also lied on you when you were in Tennessee at Vigil. Jody Sue is who I'm talking about, saying you were down here charging like $50 for getting pics of your dog. That girl, wow. No, you guys know why that's all happening and these stories are going around? She needs to be locked up. Did she pay him to lie to FBI and TBI? I think he's smart in that. I'm about calling at 3. Dawn can't tell time better than anyone else in this case. She implied both. Dude. This just makes her... Yeah, somebody just texted me and said that she had a post saying thank you to Fred over and over and over. It'd be one thing if she had credibility, but she doesn't have any credibility. So nobody, I mean, that's not going to work, Jody Sue. You're going to have to do better because you've lost all your credibility. Now, let's say you had been honest up until this point and when there was nothing, you didn't seem suspect or anything, then maybe people would believe you. But you're not going to get very many people believing you except those who, and then they're not even going to really believe you. They're just going to say that because they don't like me or something. Just like how you're going around saying I paid people or I was charging money to take pictures of Athena, which I know for a fact, by the way, guys, that her, Tiffany, AB, 2 others, I'm not saying their name because I refuse to, all are working together purposely to put out false stories about me. I was told by a very good source that they're all working together, and I'm sure if they're doing it to me, they're doing it to a couple other people. So that's really messed up because that shows the kind of people. I mean, it's not messed up just because it's me. It's messed up no matter who it's about because you want to be able to count on the person you're listening to that they're being honest. And if they're able to do that to make up stories and like kind of like conspire together to put out bullshit, like ask him what though? What am I supposed to ask him? Ask him what? Sorry, I'm responding to a text message out loud. I don't know what somebody said, can you just message him and ask him? I don't know. Message him and ask him what though? I mean, the thing is with that is that if you message if they're saying that he's a liar, then me messaging and asking Fred if he was paid by Jody Sue, he's not going to be honest if he, even though I know that's not true. I know that's not true. Even though I don't like to say things are facts unless I know for a fact, I know that's a bunch of bullshit. What blue van? When was a blue van parked there? Okay, let's get back to I'm going to end up talking about this forever if I... Wind it a little bit.
People walking in here, you better have something back tomorrow because they will come here and...
You've seen actual monkeys out here? You've seen monkeys out here?
I mean, big monkeys.
Like,
all little monkeys, I'm not a big monkey. They don't climb the trees like you think and stuff. They stay on the ground most of the time. I mean, pigs. I'm talking about 150, 200 pounds monkeys.
wow. I wonder how they would survive in the cold weather, like the winters.
Yeah. Like it gets down to about, say, 37 degrees. You won't hear one, no signs of one nowhere. they went all in here earlier. Like, well, they went this time. Tonight, it was last night. It was all in early last night. But they'll start out and sound like a horn owl. They'll do the time return, and then you'll hear one way off, and one here. Answers the letterhead. Oh, they'll cut loose. All kinds of crazy shit. But August is evidently their breeding time because you hear them day and night. Then usually you just hear them of the night. Other than the month of August. The month of August, they get really aggressive. Seem like. I mean, they'll come in close on you, and I mean, they come in right here. I mean, talk about Daisy Woods into the trailer and stuff. I mean, it's crazy. I had somebody come here about a month ago when they sitting in the car out there, and I talked to them. They one who he said, "That's a big old owl." And I just got laughed, you know. He said, "What are you like now?" I said, "You'll find out soon." I heard that one act, they hear again, they went way through your answer before he cut loose. When they cut loose, cavalry's coming. I'm talking about, you can hear them coming.
What's coming?
I'm talking about 30, 40 feet at a time. Coming running. Yeah. It's crazy, I mean. But I've been around all my life.
The monkeys?
Yeah, monkeys. They got a human-like face. They got bigger nose, right? But they got a human-like face. They got more like a beard-like, but they got like a mane like a lion. And they, most times, ones I've seen, it's hard to really see them. You hear them more than you see them. But if you had never experienced them and stuff, you'd think it was an owl at first, you know, a horned owl. But once they cut loose, you know right off that it's not no owl, you know, because they sound like late night and everything. I mean, it's crazy.
Wow. Have you should get that on tape because,
I used to just always said this life on I know they spoke to them. They get mad as hell. So I lost my teeth times I can't make a direct because I see it's coming like this hell. How do you go around?
because I thought monkeys only lived in warm weather. I didn't think there was any in the United States, actually. I guess.
They probably got in here illegally, and I'm assuming, and see, when that man passed away, the family didn't have nothing to do with them. Those are things. They just opened more or less open cages and turned them out. And they just, until the late 90s, you didn't hear them nowhere but his father. But now, I've heard them like towards Rogersville, on down that way, and on the different places. But for the longest time, like up to the late 90s, I'm thinking that
Maybe it's Bigfoot. Maybe it's Bigfoot.
It ain't Bigfoot.
Do you believe in Bigfoot?
Yeah, I believe Bigfoot.
You do?
Yeah, there's stuff eating out in themselves that people never seen.
Yeah, probably. I don't even think that there's monkeys in Florida. I'm trying to think where monkeys are in the wild.
They got squirrel monkeys. There's squirrel monkeys down here. But the monkeys I'm talking about, they're big monkeys that's been brought in here probably from Africa or somewhere. I mean, they're not
like gorilla type monkeys?
Yeah. Yeah, they're big
where?
And stuff. I mean, they're big enough to hurt you bad.
Yeah.
I'm talking about plain teeth stick out like that. I mean.
Well, do you think it's possible that an animal could have got from us?
Not likely, all dogs. I just don't see no animal that come in.
What about bear? Have you seen bear back here?
Yeah, I've got him on my hands.
What kind of bear?
Like bears. They was a brown bear in here for a long time, but he been gone for 5 years, so he come in here. First time I seen him was in '84, and that is like he had killed this heifer calf right here in this next field. And she probably she come down and carried her. You couldn't see a drag mark or nothing. I don't know, but this bear was 1,100 pounds on her bear. He's brown bear. Everybody, they don't like all it is the blonde back bear. He wasn't no blonde back bear, because I know he dropped the bear in here. He's one of my uncles that went A-Rad from war, and he come all the way through Alabama and Georgia and stuff, leading it with the chain. I got pictures, or I did have pictures. It's been burned now, but, and that's where the bear comes from, you know. And he was here till from probably the 60s plumb to, I'd say 5 or 6 years ago, was the last time I seen him, and I figured he got old enough to just died of old age, well, I figured. Because they ain't nobody missing and killed or anything.
So are there any bear attacks around here? Because now that's the peak, like...
I don't think it's dangerous.
So what did he just say about the 60s? They have big feet. I'm gonna rewind that just a bit. So he mentioned, did he say that he locks herself in her chat under subs so no one can ask a question or call her out on lies? Yeah, I want to listen to that part again because I think he mentions a name or something. How would... Well, I guess that... I mean, I feel like, though, if she paid... Okay, listen. If she paid him to lie to me, well, then joke's on her, because he said some like pretty horrible things about her, kind of. Like she lived in Cloud Apartments in Kingsport, and they had to freaking tear down part of the building just because of how bad they freaking ruined the place with like filth and like poop, animal poop. And he said that they would just throw their trash down wherever they left it, and there was only like a trail of room to walk through. I guess that he did that just to make it to sound more believable, huh? Well, I did mention that I was going to talk to him, because I was about to say, well, she wouldn't even known I was going to talk to him. But then I thought, well, yeah, I did mention I was going to talk to him. So, but the thing is she going to travel all the way to where he's at? I don't even think she has her license. I don't think she's supposed to be driving. I mean, not that that matters. I mean, I'm sure she still drives anyways, but I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure she doesn't have her license. I don't know why I thought that. I could be totally wrong. But she's like a half hour away from there. I mean, I suppose like maybe she would drive there too. Oh, yeah, proof that she didn't leave her camper. Well, I remember, I was thinking he mentioned something about a white vehicle that was sitting at the end of the road for several days. And I remember somebody mentioning that. I think it was actually, was it Dawn? I mean, it's been a long time since anybody talked about it, but I was thinking, like, as he told me that, I'm like, I think I've heard that before. He didn't talk about it in this audio, but the last one, where there was a YHHR sitting, I forget where he said it was sitting, for like several days. And people were like hanging out, like 3 people were hanging out outside of it. He said more than like one day. He said for several days. Okay. So listen, see if you guys can hear what he says. If you hear a name.
Okay, mama hands,
What kind of bear?
like those. They was brown bear in here for a long time, but he been gone for 5 years, so he come in here. First time I seen him was in '84, and that is like he had killed those heifer calves right here in this next field, and she close, she come down and carried hers, and you couldn't see a drag mark or nothing. I don't know, but this bear was 1,100 pounds on her bear. He's brown bear. Everybody, they don't like, oh, he's this blonde back bear. He wasn't no blonde back bear, because I know he dropped the bear in here. Here's one of my uncles that went A-Rad from war, and he come all the way to Alabama and Georgia and stuff, leading it with the chain. I got figures, or did have figures. It's been burned now, and that's where the bear comes from, you know. And he was here till from probably the 60s from to, I'm saying 5 years ago, was the last time I seen him, and I figured he got old enough to just died of old age, well, I figured. Because they ain't nobody making him kill or anything.
So is there any bear attacks around here? Because now that's the peak, like...
I don't think it's dangerous if people want to rattle. Because I've not had no trouble rattle. I mean, seen the ground with them, they'll come in a lot of times, try to get you to run. If you run, they might get you. I don't know. Because I ain't never run.
What do you do?
They'll come and you just pretty much just stand there and make if they try to rush you, just stand your ground, just throw your hands out like that. I have smacked them and stuff. I mean, you just stand your ground with them just like you would somebody. I mean, for real. And
Make yourself much bigger like that?
It's really intelligent, a lot more than people think. Animals, I've raised all kinds of animals, and they're so intelligent.
Yeah.
They're pretty much just like we are. And if you talk to them just like we are, they understand everything you say.
Do you know Clyda Trent? The one, I guess she used to live over there at Don and Candace's at one, like back when his mom was alive or something maybe. I think she's related to the Trent girl that went missing. Have you ever, I started to ask, well, I did talk to your girlfriend about it, but kind of, but I figured you'd know more about it.
Yeah, she's named her. When we got together, I think Miss Good made it already. Hey.
About the same year, I think she said 2007. I think Karen Goes passed in 2007. Is there any chance that she was like a sister wife? Have you ever heard anything about sister, like people having multiple wives, with like anything about that with Don's dad? Okay, because I noticed he has this. Don's dad has like several. I guess he has several children by moms, and I didn't know. And also, when Don.
He talked about like his something to Virginia, and then he was like a cult-like thing or something, or the man that she moved in with or something, or in Virginia or something like that was a cult-like way on. I mean, Dawn had me something like that, you know.
But she was,
I ran with somewhere with, I mean, that was somewhere with Miss Me talking about something, you know.
what, with his mom? His mom was involved in a cult?
Mom said he like everybody, his mom had a relationship or anything. This was more or less like a cult, but
when she was with that Kelly guy, that she was she was married at least 3 times. So he was saying Don was talking about his mom was involved, or his mom or some guy that she was involved with was in a cult. Right? Is that what you're saying? Before her last husband.
Yeah. Well, I know like everyone that she had any conversation with was a cult. But
that's what I'm saying. Do you think, I was wondering if maybe she was a sister wife?
When Rick Hubbard opened up, tell me about what he told him, you know, and stuff, and by them, if they did talk about it, it had to be some kind of cult, you know. So that would kind of relate back to probably his mom and all everybody's future. I don't know how to say it, like.
Because they were all, his family is like Mormon, LDS Church, Latter-day Saints, but the part that they're like a part of, they're not like, usually it's the fundamentalists that have several wives. Anytime you need to go, just let me know. Sorry. Okay, because I really feel like that his mom was a sister wife to a lady named Clyda Trent, who's actually still alive, and she's the one that inherited that house up there. It went to her, who was supposedly his Karen Go's supposed best friend, before it even went to Dawn. Dawn got the house off that Clyda Trent lady. And I was thinking, like, that sounds like some type of sister wife, like she was the other wife or something, and it went to her. Like she was, like, I don't know, but, and because the reason why I thought that is because I was noticing stuff with that with Dawn's dad. Like, he had a lot of different, like, girls. I mean, I know that's normal now. Guys will have kids from different women, but, like, back then, I'm having a hard time finding any birth certificates on any of his family. And
they was trying to stay under the radar or something. I mean, I really, kind of way I take it, way I've heard him talk. I mean, I didn't hear everything he said or nothing, but this way I gathered stuff, the way they said stuff and this and that, like he's always tried to stay under the radar, like carnivals and stuff like that, working with circuses and stuff. And most time when people doing that, they're trying to stay under the radar. And a lot of times they use same name, the name of kids pretty much.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Yeah. Why does it do that?
If those people out there don't know exactly which one is done stuff a lot of times. Because they throw a name out there and then it can be him. You know?
That's true. Yeah, because like.
Then it's hard to charge all of them because it had to be one of them. Proving which one of them is hard a lot of times.
But see how, like, you see how your dad's name's Ronald Fred, but you're Fred Junior is your actual middle name, right? It's not actually, you're not a junior, you're just,
my son's name Fred
Junior.
Just
Okay, but see, like Dawn, yeah, he has a son.
It's great, it's like, at the end of the road, when you first turn his car, hey, Donnie Wells, or Donnie Chambers.
Okay.
And then the next house on the other side is Donnie Wells.
Okay.
And then the next place up is another Donnie.
Don.
The shaper.
Sherpy?
See, Don.
So Sherpy.
There's another Don.
They call him Blue House Don. I guess he has a blue, or maybe that might be the first one that was about. There's something about Blue Wolf Don, and one of them has. That's what they call him on YouTube. I don't know.
I know the person that's turning holler. I know he broke his neck in the pool.
Sherpy, that's the one. His son that's got in trouble with a bunch of child porn, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I've heard something about it or something like that.
Did you ever hear anything like that with Don?
Yeah.
With Don Wells, you didn't hear anything about any?
No, he had never. I had never thought any way to Don was anyway for these kids. But every time I seen Don or Candace, Don usually was one that was trying to take care of the kids and stuff. And, you know, I even told him one day, I said, if it wasn't you and kids, this hotel, what would happen, you know? But I don't know what thing now, you know.
She was mentioning something about, okay, so I brought up that truck down there. You said, when did you get that from them?
About roughly 2 months before summer.
And was it blue? Was it blue or red? Because he was driving around the red one.
No, that matter. It's a real dark color, hunter green.
Because he had a red truck that he was driving around.
I've never seen on it.
And maybe it was that one because the red interior looks like.
It's not been drove in probably 25 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so.
He's been like that right there. He come here one night and I was working on a motor out here and he mentioned that truck had a motor in it that's so it can rebuild and stuff. That's how it come about. He gave me that truck for the motor and stuff out of it.
So it hadn't been driven for a long time when you went and towed it down here?
He never drove that truck. Son had.
Because he was driving around the truck.
For some parts off of it to see somebody else. He had never drove it.
Because he was driving around a truck that's on his Facebook that has like a red interior kind of like that. If you get a chance, try to look that up and see. Because it.
Only truck he drove a black looking truck, something like that, but I think he had blue interior since I remember did. I mean, he drove a 4-wheel drive truck, a light blue one, which is still down there. Well, every truck that he's ever drove that I've ever seen him drive is still down there. I've never seen him drive no red truck.
Did they make you pay for that truck, or did you give him anything? Okay.
Yeah.
The reason I asked, it has nothing to do with the truck really, is because when your wife, or I'll just say wife, you've been together longer, you know, said that she went with you, right? Did she go with you to pick up that truck up over on Lincoln? And when she went there, that was just like a month or two before Summer went missing? Okay. And that Candace was there, and that Candace was pregnant.
Yeah.
And that
Candace had a young about, I'm thinking about months before Summer went missing and give it up, you know. She's had supposedly several since Summer. Best I remember, I mean, he come out of Candace's own mouth, I mean, down there that she'd give us enough to keep them living the lifestyle or going through the lifestyle or something other as the family or something. It didn't make sense. You know, I took it like they were doing maybe being molested or something like that.
Is that why he was getting rid of, because she was getting rid of all the girls?
That's what, yeah. See, she told me she had 2 girls out of Summer that Dawn, she didn't know she was pregnant with one of them at all until she done had it and done give it up and stuff like that, you know, before he even got off work that day. And then it caused a big problem and stuff for a while already.
So she went
that there was about a month before Summer was missing. You couldn't tell she's pregnant or nothing.
Because she said
So, there's only a few more minutes left of this, but this is interesting because, well, for one, like, it's interesting to hear that, you know, she was pregnant supposedly a month before Summer went missing and gave the baby up. I would love to talk to, he gave me some names of some people that I'm trying to get a hold of that he thinks might know, like were around who could, confirm. Also, it's interesting because he mentioned this story in it almost exactly, except I don't think he mentioned about her being pregnant right before Summer went. I don't know if he mentioned about right before she went missing, but he did mention about which part was it he mentioned? He mentioned some of it right the last time. Not the part about the month before. But he did mention that she's had the two babies this summer. That's the exact same thing he said the last time, several months ago. That's what makes me believe like he truly believes that, because it's the same. He's like repeating things exactly the same. I'm going to also try to put up my part one, or my not part one, but the first interview that I got with Fred. I'm going to try to put that up too, like kind of how I'm doing this one, so that they can be referenced better. Because I mean, it's too difficult trying to sift through everything and find stuff. So he did mention right before some. He might have mentioned it, but not the 1 month. I don't think. He has stayed consistent. So either I really have a hard time believing that he's like intentionally lying about anything. Now, I mean, I feel like if anything's not true, I think everything that he's saying is what he truly believes. Doesn't mean that it's correct. But I think he truly believes that there's monkeys back there. I think he truly believes, about the two kids since summer, and, all the other things that he's saying.
Going through lifestyle or something, or the family or something, it didn't make sense. I took it like they maybe being molested or something like that. Is that why he was getting rid? Because he was getting rid of all the girls. That's what, yeah. See, she told me she had two girls out of summer that Dawn, she didn't know she was pregnant with one of them at all until she done had it and done give it up and stuff that day, before he even got off work that day. And then they caused a big problem and stuff for a while already. So, but you know, that there was about a month before Summer was missing. You couldn't tell she's pregnant or nothing. Because she said, Roy said that Candace stood up, and Roy said she noticed her stomach, like she looked like she was she was pregnant. And she said that Candace was like, yep, I'm pregnant again. And this was like, when we were going to get that truck. Yeah. Yeah. Well, they deny any type of kids. They deny, the only one that I know of, that it was one that was before Summer, one girl before Summer, supposedly. And, they should be in two after Summer. Was she going to the hospital and having them? Or was she just having them? Yeah, she was, but. Or was she selling them? He's got me wondering now. If she sold them?
have them and not
have them and done something with them or something. But, I mean,
like selling them.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering now. Because she didn't know that she been lost in without us checking into it or anything. We weren't know, and just assumed that she did. Just thinking.
Because, I mean, like, how would anybody know? You know what I mean? It's like, because you know what? It makes sense. Because when Summer went first missing, she was bigger. I mean, and I thought, she's like lost a lot of weight, and I thought, oh, it's just the stress of everything going on. But then when your wife told me about that, I'm like, wait, she was bigger and she's lost a lot of weight. That makes sense.
There's been several people that we talked to that has even asked us, have you heard that we've heard that Candace told us that she was pregnant and stuff, and this and this. I said, yeah, we've heard, through Candace. So it ain't just us that knows, it's other people too.
Who is there anybody you can say or like keep them out of it?
I know Vicky Dykes. She hung around Vicky Dykes for a while.
Vicky Dykes.
Yeah, I don't think that she's been wasting or nothing much. She hadn't lived around. She used to live when you get in the holler and you turn up the main road.
Mm-hmm.
The first house on the left. That's where they hung out a lot. Wales used to go out there and drink with Vicky's old man, which is Bill Benton. So he got arrested down here.
Bill Benton?
About 6 months ago or so. At the Waleses.
Really?
Yeah.
For what? 6 months ago?
Yeah, about 6 months ago.
After someone went missing? For what?
They had a party or something, what I gathered or heard, they had some kind of party or something other, and I don't know, they did like 5 or 6 of them beat him up or something, and called a lot of one or something.
And this was at 110? This was at 110 Ben Hill?
Yeah.
Bill Benton?
Yeah.
Do you have a pen out here? I wish I would have bought, it's not a big deal. I just...
Look, I'll go to...
Okay, guys, that's the end of part 2 of the Fred Hill convo. So that was interesting. The Bill Benton, I didn't know about that. I was looking into this Bill Benton person. I actually, maybe I can find, let's see if we can find an article about it, because I was looking into them to try to contact them to see if they would speak or, say their experience with Don and Candace, but I couldn't find but a woman named Bill Benton, or she's like Billy Benton or something, but she does look like she knows Don and Candace, but which I would guess the real name would probably be William. Let's see. So William Benton arrest, Rogersville, or wait, let's put Beach Creek. So he's saying that this guy got arrested over at Don and Candace's 6 months ago. Well, there's a Billy J. Is that? No, I think that's a chick right there. I think that's the girl I found. My computer's been kind of freezing up. I want to see if I can find any evidence of this arrest. Here's a male, Billy Joe Bitten. But let's see where. I don't know if this is on Department of Corrections website though. That was a long time ago, so I don't even know if that's. Let's see, Billy Joe Bitten. Is this him? There's a Bill Bitten, older Billy, an older guy. And let me see if this is. Come on. I don't know why I can't see your guys' comments right now. I'm looking at this article real quick to see. So William Bitten. Billy Wayne Bitten. I don't know. I'll have to look into that, I guess. I forgot to put you put Tennessee. But anyways, there's a William Bitten that passed away. He about 6 months, or this guy passed away about 6 months ago. I don't think this would be him because I don't know. Anyways, I'll look into it. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Tabby. Holler monkeys. That Chester is where? Who's Chester? I mean, yeah, it is possible that they adapted. I mean, that is possible. I mean, Monkeys are not just tropical animals. Regardless, all animals adapt to all different climates. Hey, Justin. Thank you, Sherry. There's more where that came from. It wasn't actually a monkey escape, according to him. It was somebody who let him loose. When a guy died, I swear he said a name and I didn't hear it. I heard it when I was going through it before this live, but I didn't hear it this time when he said it. So but I will be putting, oh, it looks like this guy pleads guilty to the voluntary manslaughter of Bill Benton. Oh, it's not gonna let me read. It's not gonna let me read it unless I pay money, and I don't feel like paying for Rogersville Review. But there is something about, but that was like 20 years ago. I don't know. Scott, have you heard of this guy before? Bill Benton. He found someone on Facebook. I found a woman on Facebook, a woman named Billy Benton. Also, I looked up William because the name could be William or. Oh, I also wanted to play. Last time when listening to the audio, he mentioned his best friend named James Arnold, which was really interesting because when I started looking into it, I'm like, oh my gosh, this does look like it's like something's weird going on. And then somebody let me know about Penny's or Fizzle, whatever you call her now, her community post where she made a video 7 months ago, and it is about that guy. I haven't even read it, or I haven't even listened to it yet. Actually, I think I remember listening to this a long time ago when she first made it. So she said it's going to. Oops. She said I can play it, but that it's going to put a copyright strike on my content, which I guess is okay, because I'm curious to see what it's about. Or maybe I'll just play it without sound. I guess we could try to play it without sound and see if we can understand it. But right there on the right is James Arnold. That is the guy that Fred was talking about in the last audio that I played. Not this one, but the time before, where he mentioned his best friend, or one of his good friends was James Arnold, and he was like, basically there was some type of shady cover up with his death or something. Fizzle mentioned that they had his body in the morgue, part of his body, way before they told his family or something like that, which it kind of sounds like that. Even if you read the articles, it sounds like really, I mean, they don't say that, but it's really weird because they talk about finding a skull. I can't say the word right, skull. And it was several months later that they told the family, but they said that was because they didn't get an ID on who it was, or they didn't know who it was, I guess. But this is a video that I guess it's so hard for me to say Fizzle because I'm so used to calling her Penny, that she made 7 months ago. Chester is one of the monkeys that keeps getting loose. Aww. He went missing, supposedly searched everywhere. Then he was found right out in his backyard a year later. I know, right? How does that even happen? And that's the thing too, is like people, I hear people all the time saying, oh, nobody's going to find Summer there. The cops have already looked there, or, just talking about different areas that people are searching or whatever. But the thing is, like, it happens all the time where bodies are found where in areas that have been searched before or were supposed to be searched before or real close to home. I mean, this guy was found right behind his backyard, and they're going to tell me he wasn't found until a year later? And then they didn't tell his family until months after that. Fizzbang? Did anybody show you the pins that they were handing out at the vigil, Fizzle? I'm trying to remember what they say on them. They say this. It's something like, does anybody remember? I meant to tell Benny about it and show him a picture, but I'm sure he's already heard about him. P-Fizz. Oh, that's funny. Let's see. His sub sent him a bunch. Oh, okay, cool. No, it wasn't "Have you seen my pen?" It said something like, I don't know. All right, let's look at this. Okay, so that is James Arnold. If I can't, this isn't the real story. It never is. Yeah, I remember watching this, actually. 2 people are facing charges in Hawkins County after they were found with drugs in their possession. Hawkins County Sheriff's Office deputies and Churchill Police Department officers responded to the Marathon gas station on the South Central Avenue in reference to a possible intoxicated driver, where they made contact with the driver, Timothy Dennis. Dennis declined a search of the vehicle, but when he got out of the vehicle, Rewind. But when he got out of the vehicle, officers saw a small blue pill believed to be alprazolam, which I think is like Xanax or something like that, on the driver's seat. The Hawkins County Sheriff's Office Narcotics Unit and K-9 Division then responded to the scene. Officers saw James Arnold leave the bathroom of the store, and then walk toward the east end of the building. Police made contact with Arnold and asked him if he had any illegal substances on his person. Arnold said no, but officers found 3 syringes in the bathroom garbage where he had just been. Arnold then admitted to putting them there, and he was also found with a small clear baggie with more than 1 gram of clear rock substance that appeared to be ice, a pure form of methamphetamine. According to CHPD news release, Arnold told officers that he had the right to an attorney and declined to answer any other questions. A search of the vehicle yielded several small bags of alprazolam. Dennis... I think I read this one the last time. Dennis was arrested and charged with possession of the scheduled for a drug with intent delivered. The other guy, whoever that I has covered, was arrested and charged with possession of methamphetamine and possession of drug paraphernalia. Uh-oh. My computer keeps getting stuck. Why is it? According to Sheriff Lawson, the human remains were found in the area of Cherry Lane and Churchill, November 2017. Come on, pause. It won't. I don't understand. Like, it's not letting me pause. Uh-oh. Well, authorities found skeletal remains. Remains were sent to the James H. Quillen College of Medicine before being transferred to the National Missing and Unidentified Persons System with the University of North Texas Health Science Center in Fort Worth. The Hawkins County Sheriff's Office was notified the remains were of Jason Arnold. The remains were found on another property in the something behind Arnold's home in a field. I don't know. My computer is being weird. The cause of death could not be determined, and if you have any information on the case, you're asked to contact authorities. You know this isn't the truth, and since you know that, you know I know what I'm talking about. It's YNG, but Ronnie Lawson is in charge here. So till he does his job, our FBI takes over. I'll keep digging up skeletons, exposing the corruption. Where is Summer? Why is she missing? How many more secrets need exposing? We'll keep going with more if necessary. There are plenty of cover-ups in that area. Which skeleton wants to speak next? Yeah, that's what he said. He said that there is that Hawkins County does have a history of corruption. So you let all three primary suspects, person of interest, leave the state. First grandma, then parents. Hell, the parents went on a little tour, Cali, Utah, and Texas. Yeah. You want to look like you. Silence the press. I'll tell them to take it down because it looks bad for your reelection. And you don't need anyone to help you look bad. You do that on your own. Continues to assist the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office with the search for someone while it's an ongoing active investigation. Hawkins County persists in the following tips for the blah, blah, blah. I mean, wouldn't it be the first time a missing child case has made you or your family look good? But entirely predictable. We are Summer's army. Yeah, I don't know why this is stuck. I mean, it's pausing, but it's not. He mentioned this story the first time I was there. I remember him mentioning it, and he actually went into more detail about it then, but I think that it must have been when my phone died, because I don't think I have it recorded anywhere. But he said something like they knew he was deceased but didn't tell the family for a really long time. I mean, I didn't see Andrew. Michelle, did Michelle Duncan say she knows him? Somebody said that to talk to Michelle Reed Duncan about Jason Arnold. She's in your chat. She knew him well. He lived right beside her. Scott started the Penny name because of my Discord name, and Benny started Fizzle. It's whatever. What is in a name? I'm still me either way. Yeah, Hawkins County doesn't have a drug problem, right? So where did people see that this Michelle Reed knows this guy? Huh. Andrew was not there. He lied and said he was standing behind me in Walgreens. Yeah, I'm guessing maybe. I don't know. Who knows? Actually, I better not try. I better not. Somebody just texted me and said they didn't know you can buy monkeys. Yeah, you can buy monkeys. You guys didn't know that? I know that about the little ones, but not like the huge freaking chimpanzees and stuff like that. I mean, you can get little and I guess it is like the spider monkeys are actually supposed to be really mean and they're little. I think it's spider monkeys. Yeah, I almost got one time. But that's different. Having one and I couldn't believe they were actually in the wild though. I mean, I don't know how they would live. And I mean, of course they do adapt, but hey, C12. Oh, he took in money to go there and he didn't go? I know. I heard that they're actually, that they're not really good pets. I'm not sure. Tracy, there was a long story to it that Fred told me the last time, and I can't really remember. I just remember him that they knew for a long time. That's what I remember because he told me that they believe that he told me he believed that Hawkins County knows that Summer's, passed and just hasn't told anybody. And that's why he said that, is because what happened to this Jason Arnold guy. That's what his concern was. Is like, I know that this happens. I know Hawkins County does, this it happened with my friend, and I didn't really take it seriously because I figured people say things sometimes, and I didn't really know him. I didn't know. I figured he was just assuming, maybe, like, or not assume. Yeah, maybe assuming, or maybe he thought they knew beforehand or before they told the family. But he seems really convinced. I mean, he mentioned it again, the same situation, but he didn't, I didn't ask him to go into it too much. Yeah, I heard that their bite is like really bad, I guess. Lynx kitties make amazing pets, so if you have a huge house for them to run. Aw. All right, guys. Well, I have to go because I have an appointment, but thank you so much for hanging out with me. And I will be posting that second part of the interview up today, I think. I have already the audio all. It's pretty, you can hear it pretty well. It's better than it was. So all I have to do is just put some pretty pictures to it. So yeah, Michelle, talk to me, email me about what you know about the Jason Arnold situation. And you too, Patty. Have a great day. Everybody have a great day. Thank you, Liplock. Yeah, talk to you guys later. I probably won't be on tonight, I'm guessing, because I was up super early. I imagine I'll be going to bed early. But you never know with me. Who knows? So I'm going to work on this video. Who knows? I might come back live later on and do part 3 of Fred interview. But I did post the first one already all by itself. I'm going to post the second one. I just did a visual timeline that is actually pretty cool. And if it moves too fast for you, you can put it at 0.75, slow it down even a little bit more. Because I know what you mean. I had I made it into 2 minutes, and then that was going way too fast, so I had to extend it to 3, the map part. But yeah, Scott, you should check it out if you haven't watched it, because it's me using that Google Earth Studio, and it's so cool. I love it. I'll probably be using it all the time. So everybody have a great day. No, I'm going to do the moving back. I'm going to do the video. The pretty videos, Justin. Close your eyes. The pictures take too long. Because I had to pictures take so long. Because you had to come up with a million different pictures to flip through. Unless I kept one picture up per 30 seconds or something. And that would still be 60 pictures. So I'd have to find 60 pictures to use. That's why I could find just regular pictures, I guess, that have nothing to do with summer, like the videos I did. Oh, I'm just now learning how to edit, Sherry. Seriously. That's why I'm just now doing uploads and stuff and putting these interviews in their own videos. I'm going to have to do that with once I get caught up on this stuff with this conversation with Fred, I'm going to have to do the past one, and then I should do maybe the calls with Dawn and stuff. Now that I know how to do it much easier, there's a program I found that I'm paying $5 a month for. That's pretty good. It's called here. Let me get that for you for anybody interested, because it actually has tons of stuff. You can fix the audio with it. You can edit with it, clip out certain parts, and it works way better than YouTube, because YouTube, yeah, that's a pain. Have to do one thing at a time, and it take forever just for every. Yeah, no, this is way easier. You can, fix the, kind of clean up the audio a little bit. You can You can clean up the audio, equalize the audio. I'm trying to watch. Oh, you can raise the volume. And I mean, you can do tons of things with it. It's pretty awesome. Hold on, let me get it. It's only $5 a month. It's totally worth it. I mean, it lets you do a few for free, but it's called online video or no, hold on. It's 123 apps. You can merge videos. There's an editor, trim the video, add image, crop, change volume, change speed, stabilize, loop video, video recorder. Has a lot of cool stuff. You can change a document from PDF to JPG, blah, blah, blah. It has tons of stuff. It's totally worth. It's just 123apps.com. I know. That's why I was doing a screen recording and stuff. I couldn't figure out how to do anything. But this app or this program or whatever it is, it's just web-based. But I think they do have an app because I actually think I used to have an app called this, but I thought it was for something else. It's all kinds of cool things on it. A lot of useful stuff. So, and then Canva. Canva is my favorite. Canva is definitely worth the $12.99 a month. I mean, they have a free version, but it's so good. Like, I don't know what you can do all with the free version, but Canva is awesome for thumbnails. If you want to do those, like, it's just great. Seriously, I highly recommend Canva if you do YouTube or create videos or even, yeah. So, all right, guys. Who said step siblings is not incest? Who said that step siblings is incest? I think second cousins is incest. Second cousin, I thought it was third cousins and beyond is not incest. So really, you're right. Like third cousins, it's not really I don't think it really is incest, third cousins and beyond, but second cousins is definitely incest for sure. I'm pretty sure. I mean, if I'm wrong, like I thought it was third cousins and beyond is not like it's okay to, like, you can marry your third cousin because you're far enough removed. But second cousins, that's pretty close. Are you sure second cousins can legally marry? I thought it was third cousins. Yeah, check out Canva. Let me look. I have to find let me find a like a legit site. Let me put what is considered. Does look like the law. It does look like incest is between first cousins. That information is correct. Man, second cousins, that's really close. Oh, well, his stepchild or step-parent while the marriage creating the existence. Oh, it's incest if the step relationships do. Incest is considered actually stepchild or step-parent if the like if they're married, which that's weird. So like if your mom and your stepdad is married and you're the mom's and you're the daughter of the mom, then messing with the stepdad would be incest. Ew. I didn't think it would be incest because it's not blood, but I guess it is. It's also considered if you're by adoption, if you're half sister or half siblings or just even adopted sibling. And then an aunt, uncle, nephew, or niece of whole or half blood. Some states incest also includes copulation or cohabitation between first cousins. I always thought that the second cousins are illegally allowed to marry in every state. I stand corrected. However, marriage between first cousins is legal in only about half of the American states. Whoa, you can get married to your first cousin in half the states? I did not know that about the second. I remember my mom always, or not my, I don't know. I always remember, I heard somewhere, I swear it was my mom, like one time mention, when I was a kid, something about, I don't even know how it came up. Not that I was interested in my second cousin. Because I've only been around my first cousin. No, I have been around my, it'd be my third cousin. Oops. Oh, shoot. I've got to go. That's my alarm. But no, I'm wrong. So it looks like I'm wrong about that. It's your first cousins. Huh. Wow. I can't imagine. Share her any DNA with cousin that would actually create an inbridge. But it says, I don't know if it's even considered really the site I was reading even is considered a scholarly site. So I need to probably check on that step sibling thing. But it does look like for sure the second cousins is legal. All right, guys, gotta go. Right, Pam? All right, talk to you guys later.